I don't think the solution here for the Jags is to give Urban Meyer control of everything. And I know it's tantalizing, and I know it would sell tickets, and I know that it would make them immediately relevant on a national scale, but I don't believe that's the right course of action. I've got no problem if Shad Khan fires Caldwell and Marrone. The signing of Nick Foles has been a disaster. The rebound after the AFC title game 2 years ago has been a nightmare. The Jalen Ramsey thing was obviously embarrassing. Giving Blake Bortles all of that money, the extension, was a mistake. They've got plenty of reasons to fire Marrone and Caldwell right now. I don't mind that part. What I don't think works is giving a first-time NFL coach complete control to the franchise. I think you first got to establish that you can actually coach in the NFL. I think you've still first got to establish you can command the respect of guys in the NFL. And if you prove to do that, and if you prove to be a great leader in an NFL locker room, then your influence and power can grow organically. But before you've ever coached a game, giving you complete control over an organization, to me, is a mistake. How do we know if what Urban Meyer does in the college football field translates to the NFL? How do we know if his type of discipline or his type of coaching or his type of tact applies to 25 to 30-year-olds instead of 18 to 21-year-olds? How do we know that he can handle the salary cap? How do we know he can sign free agents and identify what will help? How do we know he can draft well? How do we know any of that? How do we know he can do all of that at the same time? How do we know his schemes work in the NFL? We don't. The answer is we don't. And while Urban Meyer is automatically going to become, as he's kicking the tires on NFL jobs, that's pretty obvious. He's showing up in Washington. He's being rumored for the Washington job. You can't give him complete control. I just don't believe it. I don't believe you can do that without ever having seen him coach in the NFL before. He's a college guy. He'll always be a great college coach, a completely untrustworthy college coach, but a very good and effective college coach. You just can't give the keys to a franchise to a guy like that has no experience doing it yet.